Blessed day to you, all my sports to the bone people. Back at it again with another video. Thank you all for checking this one out. Well, the series is level. Yes, my people. Congratulations to West Indies. They were able to secure a very close victory in the second ODI earlier today against Bangladesh. Gonna be taking you through the game. Gonna be looking at some decisions that were made. Also gonna be talking about the game in general. So just give a listening ear until the end, and you can let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Yes, my people. So before we go down into the scorecard or anything, you see, whenever I'm doing a recap or I'm talking about the game, and we see people saying that we need to leave the players, we cannot expect the players to do this or to do that because the system is fundamentally flawed, it's broken. And I mean, we're just asking players to show a bit more fight, show a bit more passion. People will lead you to believe that it's not possible because the system is broken. It's the same players from the broken system that just fought and got us a victory here. We are never ever asking players to create miracles. We're just asking players to fight, show determination, and they have done it in the past. It's just that they are not as consistent. So when we say that, boy, even though it's a spinning pitch and the ball is turning all over the place, we expect players to go out there and to show fight and to value their wicket. Whenever we put this forward, we're not asking for miracle. We're asking for things that we have seen in the past and know that the players can do. Right? So I just want to let it be known that it's never, ever, ever okay to accept that we are always going to lose because the system is fundamentally flawed. We might not get to where we want to get, but it doesn't mean that you cannot ask players to go and show off and show fight. We're not asking to sweep every game, right? We know all about the system. It doesn't mean that because of the system, we're always going to lose every game. We can show some amount of fight still. Now, in today's game, luckily I was able to see majority of the game, and I want to say shout out to the players, shout out to the coach. Yes, my people. For the first time, a team went ahead and bowled all 50 overs of spin. All 50 overs of spin, my viewers and subscribers. When I woke up, I started watching it after Bangladesh already lost like about 3 or so wickets or 4. When I woke up and I checked the playing 11, I was thinking to myself that, the ideal thing would have been to stay with Jaden Seals, even though he was a bit expensive. He picked up some wickets, bring in Akil Hussain and leave out Romari Shepherd. But I always say this, if my prediction or what I want to happen means that we are going to lose, I don't want it to happen. I will give suggestions, but if that means we're going to lose, I don't want my thing to happen. Darren Sammy got it right. At the end of the day, we won the game. It was close, but Darren Sammy and his team got it right. And we have to give them props. We have to give them kudos for that. They definitely got it right, my viewers and subscribers. Now, it was a low-scoring game. Bangladesh 213 for 7. If we are being greedy, we could say that our bowlers really sort of let it slip in the back end. We had them on a tight leash, but the last, could say 5 to 6 overs, we started bowling short, and then you know how it go. Batsmen are always going to try to go at the bowling. So as a result of those two things together, Bangladesh got up to 213 for 7. Right? When it was time for us to bat, we leveled the score, 213 for 9. And luckily, we prevailed in the super over. We scored 10 from our 1 over, losing 1 wicket. Bangladesh only mustered 9 for 1. Right? So West Indies won that game there via super over. So the series is locked at 1 apiece. So let me just walk you through this scorecard real quick. Now, Bangladesh, as I said, they got 213 for 7 of their allotted 50 overs. Couple of guys getting starts for them. Mehdi Hassan got 32. We also saw the spinner Richard Hassan getting 39. Prior to those guys, though, we had a couple other guys getting starts, but they weren't able to really kick on. I think it was Sakar who also got a start. He got 45 from 89. But all in all, we have to say to the bowlers that they did their job. They did their job. It's a tough pitch to bat on, and whenever you find a pitch like that, you still want your bowlers to perform extraordinarily well, so the batsmen don't of your side don't really have a lot of work to do. But 213 is not bad. You cannot ask the bowlers to go out there and just bowl on a side for 50 or 60, right? I mean, we let it slip in the back end. Based on how we were going, I thought we would have had them for probably 190, right? And they got 195. They got up to 213. Now let's just take a look at our bowling real quick. Akil Hussain straight into the playing 11. Another good call by coach Darren Sammy. He picked up two. He ended up with 2 for 41 from 10. Raston Chase 10 overs 44. Kyrie Pierre 10 overs 43. Goody Kishmoti 3 for 65 from 10. Alec Arthanes was also pretty solid with the ball. He got 2 for 14 from his 10. So once again, my viewers and subscribers, West Indies becoming the first team to bowl 50 overs of spin, right? I mean, I didn't predict it at all. I didn't get a chance to do my playing 11 last night, so I didn't mention this, but my only thing was I was planning to switch to bring Akil Hussain in, yes, but just to switch I was planning to keep Jaden Seals actually, right, and then bring in Akil Hussain for let me see. Yeah, so as I was saying, my plan was to bring in what I said earlier, bring in Akil Hussain for Romario Shepherd and leave Jaden Seals in, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. We won the game, so my opinion is pointless right now because we won the game. That's the most important thing, right? So West Indies in giving chase to that. We lost an early wicket. Brandon King, you know, getting out, going across the line very early, facing first ball actually, going across the line. When I saw it, I couldn't believe. Right across the line and got out plumb. Alec Arthanes and Casey Carr today batted well, showed a lot of you know, strength and determination. That is what we ask for. We're not always going to end up on the winning side whenever these things happen, but this is what we're asking for, my people. And again, we say players going out there and giving it their all. That is all we are looking for, right? Alec Arthanes and Casey Carty, they did pretty well. Arthanes getting 29 from 42. Casey Carty 35 from 59, right? And after we lost those guys, we saw Akeem Ogis and She Hope doing some work there. Akeem Ogis, he looked good, but he went out to he was very unlucky, my people. A sharp ball that was meant to go to the boundary, he went latched onto it and wired it, but a good catch meant that he had to go back, right? He looked good for his 17. She Hope, he made 53 from 67, anchored us home, right? Our pretty much home, right? Batted to the end there, 53 from 67. You know, another tough outing for Sheffield Rutherford, my people. Raston Chase could call himself unlucky, 5 from 11 before he was given out. Justin Greaves played a fighting knock. Justin Greaves and Shea Hope, I think those two at one point they were there and they did pretty well. As a matter of fact, I don't want to skip over Goody Kishmoti. Goody Kishmoti was sent in to do some work, and you know, he got us a couple of boundary, 2 fours actually, 15 from 21. Akil Hussain also played a good knock, 16 from 17. And then, you know, super over. It went to the leg spinner once again, leading the way, 3 for 42 for them. So, you know, shout out to Bangladesh there. Now super over as expected. Shea Hope went out there, 7 from 3. Brandon King 3 from 2. Sheffield Rutherford was the man out. Not 100% sure, probably because they thought that you know, I don't even know. They sent Sheffield Rutherford out there, my people. Left and right hand combination. You know, he was removed 1 ball. Luckily for us, the other guys got up to 10, and you know, when it was time for us to defend it, we had Akil Hussain bowling. can almost say that he was in his comfort zone there. He's a T20 specialist, picked up 1 wicket for 8 runs, and we won the game there. So congratulations to West Indies again, leveling the series, showing that we can actually score over 200 runs, showing that we can bat some spin. I'm very, very proud of how Casey Carty and Ali Carlton is put in some work in the early stages. Also Akeem Ogis, and then we saw Graves and Shea Hope turning it up at the back end there, along with Akil Hussain, to make sure that we got across. Well, didn't get across the line in the first you could almost say first innings, right? before the super over. So shout out to the players. I have always said that an ugly win is better than a pretty loss, right? Ugly win is better than a pretty loss, and the series is level. It's all to play for in the final game. Once again, my people, I want to make sure that you are aware of this. Do not accept that we should not or cannot win games because of our system. The players, they have the ability, and I mean, obviously we need the system to be fixed so we can move step in stride, but it doesn't necessarily mean that we should accept that we are always going to lose once we are playing on a wicket that or a pitch that is spinning. It is foolishness. Do not accept it. Then that simply means we would be just laying down and saying that we're going to lose everything. We're not accepting that. We're not accepting that. And this fight that was shown by the players really and truly shows that they can do it. They can do it, right? Obviously, we need better training, better facilities, better pitches so that they can do it consistently, but they have the ability, and we just want to see fight and determination. Bless.